great recruitment process in a company, to the extent it would absolutely deselect those that would be unsuitable, hiring for a salesperson overseas, get to the final stage of the recruitment process. Final stage is almost a formality. It's a face-to-face in the head office of the business, and it's followed by a lunch or a dinner, depending on what time of day this happens. So anyway, they flew this individual over to the UK for this formality, and on paper looked brilliant. We got a call from our taxi company when they collected this individual from the hotel to bring him to the office. And the call came into the operations director of the business and said, I've got to tell you that the individual we're bringing over to you is absolutely blotto. They are as drunk as anyone could possibly be. I just wanted to warn you about that before I deliver them to the office. So the taxi arrives at the office, and it's in a lovely country location. It's got quite a long drive. So the taxi drops the individual off at the end of the drive. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to talk you through the subsequent CCTV footage of the incident. So he's been dropped off at the end of the drive. He gets out, and I'm watching the CCTV footage in their ballroom now, long after the event, and bigger things are beginning to unfold. You see him get out, and the taxi driver gets out, gets a case out of the boot, gives it to him because he's been overnight at a hotel because he's been flown in internationally. And then he leaves his case by the hedge, and he begins to walk in a slightly zigzag fashion down the drive, and you can tell that he's the worse for wear. The taxi's driven away now. Then all of a sudden, you see him walk to the side of the roadway and start pulling at his trousers as best he can, pulling at his trousers, but nothing happens. And then you see him go like that with his hands. And then he continues to walk to the building in a zigzag fashion and presses the intercom. When the operations director came downstairs to meet him, there was the individual standing there in scruffy clothes, not business attire, in a light-coloured pair of jeans with a massive wet patch now over the jeans all the way down the legs, where he had clearly, by trying to get his trousers down and signalling like this, actually wet himself on the driveway of the business premises. The ops director brought him into the office, sat him down in a chair, got him a glass of water, allowed him to sort of take a few deep breaths, called a taxi, and had him taken back to the hotel so he could be flown back home. Never to be seen again. Never to be seen again.
Oh, no.
I would say that CCTV footage, which I didn't do justice to, is perhaps one of the funniest things I have ever seen. And to say we dodged a bullet with that individual is an understatement, because I would imagine if they'd have actually crept through the recruitment process, which was incredibly thorough, we would have probably had some fairly serious challenges. Now, I truly hope that individual has got some help and is in better shape than they were at that point, and perhaps never have to encounter a mishap like that again. But that was definitely right up there. That was right up there for funny.